Hi, welcome to Bufo101. My name is Brendan and with me today are my co-hosts Sheena and Jorie.
Hi, my name is Sheena and I'm a Year 1 psychology student.
Hi, I'm Jorie and I'm also a Year 1 student majoring in psychology. So Brendan, what are we going to do today?
So today we'll be discussing on productivity apps. So Sheena, when you hustle, do you find that it's very hard going?
Yeah, I find it's very tough for me because it's very messy all around and it's very hard for me to concentrate. Yeah.
What about you, Jorie?
I agree with Sheena. I find it very difficult as well.
So I think we can quite safely say that for a lot of students, hustling often becomes a bit of organized chaos, which is why today we'll start by introducing our first productivity app, which is called Habitica. So the thing about Habitica is that you can actually create your own avatar in this game. You can choose the hair color, the spectacles, clothing that your character wears. And so a character goes about and spends their day doing tasks, and for completing whatever task that you all do, the character will actually earn money and experience. And so having more money, more experience, you can upgrade and all that. So it's kind of like a game.
So can you add on challenges, your own challenges?
Oh, for challenges, yes, you can create your own challenges, but for a start, they actually have a whole option of challenges which are separate from the daily task you do. So it's kind of like, you know how you play these different games, then you have different challenges where you have to collect certain power-ups or do certain tasks. It's the same with this app as well.
Sheena, why not we ask Brendan to try one of the challenges here?
Let me choose.
Okay, what about this?
Post a prank to inspiration, but instead of posting, right, why not you share it to us?
Share
a joke, just any joke.
Sure. So Jorie and Sheena, what do you all call an arrogant criminal walking down the stairs?
No idea.
Nope, no idea.
What is it?
It's a condescending.
Cue in the bird.
So, having said all this about Habitica, it is now
Rating time!
So how our rating time works is that we'll be using a 5-point scale. So with 5 being I will definitely use this app and 0 being I will never use this app. So Jorie and Sheena, what are your ratings for this app?
So for me, I will give it 4 out of 5, mainly because all these functions is actually very cute. I can customize my character, but then ultimately, right, it's up to our own integrity because we are the one who will be adding the challenge, and it's up to us. You are the only one who know whether you complete this task. What about you, Sheena?
I agree with Jorie. I will just rate it a 4 out of 5 because integrity is very important, and the fact that you have to press on the app to start on your challenges, that can be one thing that you procrastinate a lot. But I rate it a 4 positively for the fact that you can actually create your own challenges and solely based on yourself and not just the challenges that they gave it to you.
Moving on from Habitica, I'd now like to talk about an app that is actually already on our phones. We don't actually need to download it and it's so useful for us. So Jorie, Sheena, you want to make any guesses?
Contact list.
Camera.
Nope.
Message.
Calculator.
Nope.
I know, calendar.
Correct, calendar. So do both of you actually use your calendar apps?
Actually, for me, I don't use the calendar app, but I do have a physical diary that I write down all of my deadlines and my dates and stuff like that. Yeah.
Good thing about the calendar app is that it's so simple. You have a normal calendar and then you just simply click onto the date, you add a reminder, and then after that you set an alarm for when you want your reminders to go off. And it's actually such a game changer because what happens is that you have something that can actually help you remember what to do. And you mentioned, Sheena, you were saying diaries, right? But do you actually bring your diaries around?
I only bring my diaries around for school-related stuff, because casual meetups with your friends, you tend to bring a smaller bag. So the diary is it's very hard to bring it along. Yeah.
So the thing about the phone is that it kind of overcomes this limitation because it's smaller, it's pocket size, and you can bring it wherever with you. And anyway, most of us are on our phones all the time these days, so when a handy reminder comes in, it's very helpful. Once again, it is now
Rating time!
we'll be using the 5-point scale again, and so I'll start by asking Jorie. So how likely are you to use the calendar app?
For me, because like currently I've been like using already, I'll give it a 4.5. Yeah, I think that there are some functions that I wasn't aware of now, so I will like go and try it out. How about you, Sheena?
Actually, I'll rate it a 5 out of 5.
Oh.
One thing is, I'm using a diary now, so the fact that it is very, very convenient and I can bring it along and I don't have to always like tell my friends, oh, I'll go back home and I'll let you know for my like important days and when I'm free and stuff. Yeah, with the phone I can just like, yeah, this is the dates that I'm available.
Next, after talking about calendar, we want to talk about money. So our next app is called I Save Money. Do you all actually keep a track of your monthly budgets?
For me, no, I don't keep a track.
I don't too.
Keeping it real. The thing about budgeting apps is that having a budgeting app is really useful for students like us who are on a budget. So what you have in I Save Money is that quite simply, you key in your income and you can have different categories of expenses and you set your different budgets for these expenses. So once done, what you do is you just key in your expenditure every time you spend. So say I spend $5 on food, I'll key it in, and then so it tracks your budgets very nicely, and at the end of the month you even have graphs that show you how the breakdown of where your money went, and you know quite clearly whether you're in the green, meaning you spend within your budget, or if you're in the red, where you spend too much money. So having talked about how I Save Money is a good app to use for budgeting, it is now
Rating time!
So Sheena, how likely are you to use this app?
Actually for me, probably a 3.5 out of 5.
3.5,
Yeah,
okay.
because, but it helps. It helps.
Takes a lot of effort,
yeah,
right?
it takes a lot of effort. And also the fact that there's a chart, the bar graph and stuff like that, you can really see your progress.
So meaning quite likely you'll use it, is it?
Likely, but I feel like it's
Maybe.
yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, fair enough. And how about you, Jorie?
So for me, I will give this app a 4.5 out of 5. Mainly because like I know quite a few of my friends have trouble like managing money. If you are feeling guilty now, right? I'm actually talking about you.
Maybe I Save Money is an app that you could consider if you're thinking about ways to improve your budgeting skills. So up next is actually our last app, Headspace. It's already coming close to final, so how do you actually feel about it?
Super stress.
Yeah, all our tests are coming up.
Yeah, and like deadlines, assignments.
Pretty sure we are having troubles like sleeping at
I
night.
got white hair already.
Stress.
Our next app that we are going to introduce may actually just be quite helpful for the both of you. So this app is actually called Headspace. So Headspace is actually a mindfulness app, and what it does is that it has all these different meditation tracks that you can listen to if you need some time to just wind down, to relax. And Headspace actually has like these different tracks that can be used if you're having like trouble sleeping and you need some soothing voices to listen to.
Yeah, I have trouble sleeping. Not every night, but then like especially for the stressful period.
So what do you hear when like you can't fall asleep? What do you do?
I can't sheep.
Do you need a soothing voice to do the sheep counting for you?
My voice.
No, not your voice, not your voice. You can just sit there and just relax. I think Headspace is quite helpful because you know the different tracks there, right? It's not just music, but you have like different people who have like different voices. So if like you say you hear this voice and you're like bored of this voice or you just don't feel comfortable, you can always change to another voice.
So you can find the most suitable voice that you're feeling that night.
Correct. Having said all this about Headspace, it is now
Rating time!
So we'll start with you, Sheena.
Actually, I feel like I will rate it a 3.5. It's definitely something that I'll use as an alternative to like ASMR. But I realized that you have to really buy the app. There's a lot of like purchases, like in-app purchases in the app. Yeah, so have to be careful. And like there's free trials that you can try out before you really want to purchase it. Yeah.
So for me, I will give it like a 3 out of 5. I would prefer like using like YouTube to like listen to ASMR or like other videos.
We have now come to the end on the Bufo101 video of productivity apps. Thank you for tuning in. If you like our content, you can always
Give us a thumbs up,
share,
And subscribe! So feel free to give us any more other suggestions on like what other videos we should do. So leave the comments below. Bye bye!
Bye.